taken over the hallowed ground between the hedges, and you know the dogs are ready to bite. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia, and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. They want to run this quarterback. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Gets it out quickly. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to it.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Moncrief. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his feet. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harvin. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
It'll be 3rd and long. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that we can split him out and feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
A lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tavai. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll go with a direct snap. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to go.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Charcoal.
They'll try to get it through the air. There's the pressure. Looking for the score. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Hey, look, it's early in the game, and this quarterback's excited. You're playing with tons of energy. You feel like you've got an opportunity to throw a touchdown passer early, create some momentum, but the play just wasn't there to be made. You got to do a better job just throwing that thing away, knowing that a field goal is big at this juncture, but unfortunately now they'll come away with nothing on that drive.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
Hey, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Clements. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Clemson! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got it in the middle. It's Harmon. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Parker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unleashes one. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Harmon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground and cover to pick up the first. The The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Caught through the sticks. It's Harvin. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done, scoring the touchdown. An extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it behind the line. It's Clements. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The corners are walked up tight. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the... Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, he missed it. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 28 to Baylor. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Running back searching for a hole. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-timer.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find their rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Tavai. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for space. It's Parker. Across the 25. He's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Motion from the back. From the gun, looking for a man. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Got to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start... There he goes!
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers have a lot of options on second and inches. Trying play action. Floats it out in space. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, giving 5 on that one.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
That's reeled in. It's Clements. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back.
I got honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's got an open man. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Tavai. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Georgia going back to work with another first down. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They tack a little more onto this lead and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Clemson jumps to the line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game,
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Morris.